With all of the vandalism and lawlessness coming against monuments and statues in the United States and even in Britain at this time, I keep thinking about Proverbs 22:28, and that says, "Remove not the ancient landmark which thy fathers have set." Well, through the centuries, many a sermon has claimed that the ancient landmarks referred to history, to patriotism, traditions, religion, and so forth. However, I discovered that the original Hebrew of Proverbs 22:38 actually refers to the boundary of a territory, not a landmark such as a monument per se. The Hebrew word means a boundary mark, as in Deuteronomy 27:17 in the Torah, which says, "Cursed is the person who moves his neighbor's boundary mark." You see, the Bible is saying that boundary marks were placed in Israel by God to allot certain territories to each tribe. So when God says, "Don't move the ancient landmark," he's really saying, don't be a thief. Don't try to appropriate your neighbor's land for your greedy selves. There's an amazing verse concerning the sanctity of boundaries in the New Testament in Acts chapter 17. Paul is preaching in Athens, and he said, "God has made from one man every nation of mankind to live on all the face of the earth, having determined allotted periods and the boundaries of their dwelling place." So, how does the Bible address the issue of the day concerning anarchists tearing down historic monuments of Christopher Columbus and even abolitionists such as Abraham Lincoln, or threatening Winston Churchill's statue in London? The activists are intolerant, and they seek to impose their will upon entire populations. But once landmarks have been erased, they are hungry for new targets of revenge. You see, in the early stages of a revolution, cities and streets are renamed, monuments torn down, buildings torched, and books burned. During China's Cultural Revolution, Chairman Mao denounced what he called the Four Olds: old ideas, old culture, old customs, and old habits. But let's look at the wisdom of the Bible in Jeremiah 6:16, which says, "Asks for the old paths." Why? To find rest for your souls. Today, as Isaiah 59:14 says, truth is fallen in the streets. The absence of biblical education has opened our nations to lawlessness. So in the Bible, I found instructions concerning remembering the Lord and history through the generations. For example, in the Torah, Deuteronomy 4:9 instructs us, "Only take care and keep your soul diligently, lest you forget the things that your eyes have seen, and lest they depart from your heart all the days of your life. Make them known to your children and your children's children." And in the Song of Moses in Deuteronomy 32:7, we are admonished to think about past generations and to ask parents or our elders, and they will tell us. And let's consider Psalm 78, verses 3 and 4. "Things that we have heard and known that our fathers have told us, we will not hide them from the children, but we will tell the coming generation the glorious deeds of the Lord and his might and the wonders that he has done." Amen. Let the meditation of our hearts and the words of our mouths be acceptable in your sight, O Lord, our rock and our Redeemer.